So in my opinion, XRP could be creating the setup for a big explosive move to the upside, and that is why I've positioned myself in the way that we're going to be discussing today. So we're going to look at the news, the macro, and XRP's chart so we can figure out where we might be going next. Please remember that nothing in my videos is financial advice. And yesterday we did open a trade over on Blowfin altogether on my live stream that I was doing. We bought right there, and then we spoke about it all together, right? And we said, where should we put our take profit? And we did it at about a 50% gain. And guys, that profit was hit, and now we're right back to where we started. So we actually made money while the market essentially over time did nothing. If we go here, you can see we made $52 in profit with $100 in the account. So if you guys want to see me live trading or live having a little bit of fun, make sure you subscribe, and we will be live again, maybe later today or one day later this week. Let me know in this comment section if you do appreciate me going live, and if you guys do want to trade. I do all of these trades over on Blowfin, and I convinced them to give you guys a massive XRP reward campaign so you guys can benefit just from signing up using my links. Signing up, trading, and guys, remember that Blowfin does not require any KYC or VPN for you to trade on as of right now. So hopefully you can start making some gains and we can all go to the moon together. Now, with that said, of course, please always do your own research and only trade if you know what you're doing and you've been in the market for a while. Now, if we do look at the price of XRP, my actual long-standing trades sit like this. XRP, our average entry is now $2.14 as we did average into the position, right? So we can see here, sorry, that's the Bitcoin chart. We can see on the XRP chart right now, we did meet our resistance of about $2.47. Let's just put in a little bit of, get out my way, go away. Horizontal line, we'll just put that in. Boom, we have our resistance now. So we have a resistance and we have a liquidity zone that I do think is probably likely, like we were talking about yesterday, to come down and retest, and that seems to be what is happening right now. So if you were looking for an entry, somewhere in this region could be ripe for that, as there may be a little bit of a liquidity hunt happening right now as people place their stop losses, their liquidations, and their emotional capitulations all in this region, as we had quite a violent move to the upside for XRP. Now, someone's going to comment and say, Connor, that's not a violent move. Well, guys, I hate to break it to you, but from here to here was a 19% move. From where we started our position was a 49% move. And when you have 3x leverage, that's a 150% move. And in my opinion, that is a violent move to the upside. And it's very exciting because you can make a lot of money while everyone's complaining that crypto is dead and it's over and yada, yada, yada. Just look at the Google Trends. Nobody cares apart from us nerds, right? Look at this. We're very close to bear market lows for XRP, but right now it's starting to tick up. So it's my belief that retail is going to start to flood into the market again. So what are they going to do? They're going to come here. They're going to look at Bitcoin's chart and they're going to be like, damn, I was going to buy Bitcoin when it crashed, but someone told me not to. So now Bitcoin's back above 100K. It's too expensive. I can't buy it. This is what I hear all the time. Can't buy it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go over to CoinMarketCap and I'm going to look at the prices of coins, right? Not the market caps, because no one understands that the market cap is what's important. They're going to look here at the price. So Bitcoin, too expensive, 103,000. Ethereum, $2,500. Oh, way too expensive. Tether, oh, that's nice, but oh, wait, no, that's just a stable coin. Now we get a little bit cheaper. Oh, XRP, $2. Solana, 170. Dogecoin, nice. Cardano, under $1. Tron. So in the top 10, we got XRP, we got Cardano, and we got Tron that are cheap. Right? So that's what people look at. And then XRP is here. And I think that's going to put a lot of people towards XRP, considering it's the top three and it's the cheapest one of the top three. So cheapest being the price here, not the market cap. Of course, it is also the lowest market cap in that top three. But this is how the retail mind thinks. I know we don't think like that because we know about market cap, we know about the utility, we know about all of this stuff, but this is how the retail think, and this is why I think that there could be an explosion on the horizon, especially if Ethereum continues to run. Because guess what? What we see is when Ethereum starts to run, we start to move out of a Bitcoin season and into an alt season. And last time we actually broke this alt season line on the alt season indicator was here, and this is when XRP actually reached its first peak back here, November 2024. Boom, right here. That's when it reached its first peak. So I think that it's possible we could be breaking out from here, guys. So with that said, we see blockchain back here saying the 1-day time frame breadth indicator just flipped to the on position. It doesn't give insight into short-term momentum or if the price will correct sideways for all the weeks ahead. But what it has done for the past 5+ years is confirm the bottom being in, including last September. So could this indicator from blockchain backer confirm that the bottom is in and that we might be having a parabolic rise to the upside coming from now? Of course, always do your own research. Don't blindly follow people on the internet, especially not Twitter or YouTube like this video right here. Don't blindly follow me. Do your own research. We also have Crypto Insights UK saying he's monitoring the XRP ETH charts. We are within the first key support area and we could be developing a bullish divergence on the 4-hour chart. Nothing confirmed yet. He's posting so you guys can monitor as well. So nothing confirmed from both of these guys. However, the market is looking like it's set up for a move to the upside. Now, taking a look at the macro, we see that US and China to resume tariff negotiations on Sunday. We got Trump tweeting that there's been a very good meeting with China today and much has been agreed to, a total reset negotiated in a friendly but constructive manner. We also have Polymarkets predicting a 52% chance that the US and China trade agreement happens this month. What will that give? It will give some certainty to the market. When there's certainty to the market, the S&P 500 tends to trend upwards like we're seeing right now. The NASDAQ will then follow, and then guess what follows the NASDAQ? Good old Bitcoin. And guess what follows Bitcoin? The old cryptocurrency market, which is exactly what we are seeing right now. And even Pi is showing some favorable price action right here. Pretty much all the altcoins moving very nicely at the moment. And yes, XRP hasn't moved that much, guys. In fact, down 3% today, while these altcoins are all up. And it might be giving you guys, oh, should I sell my XRP to buy Pi or Optimism or Arbitrum or Near? Well, no, I don't think so. But I do have a diverse portfolio that has exposure to some of these coins here. So as the market moves up and Ethereum and XRP waits to move, I can then do things like take profits like we did the other day from our Bitcoin trade and add them to the XRP trade. We took profits from this just under 100,000 and we added to the XRP trade and we've ended up making quite a nice amount of profit. And I think that the XRP trade is just starting. I am hoping we can move significantly higher, but I do have my stop losses in place just in case we do have a push to the downside. The reason why I'm worried there might be a push to the downside is the majority of the market is currently betting on price movements for Bitcoin to head higher. Now, normally the majority of the market is wrong. So in the short term, I would expect turbulence. If Bitcoin sees turbulence, something like this, right? In this moment, everything's going to see turbulence. Altcoins will see turbulence, XRP will see turbulence, and this could be the price going downwards, liquidating enough people, convincing them that the bull market is now over, only then to turn around and head to the higher planes that I'm expecting very soon. So that's what I'm seeing in this market, guys. If you do want to trade, make sure you get your rewards over on Blowfin. Key to Blowfin, no KYC, no VPN, no personal details. So you guys right now can head to the links in the description and you can start trading over there on Blowfin without personal details. Plus, if you do want to do something similar to me, I have recently been testing out the copy trading feature, right? Quantoshi over here. We have about $22,000 in copying assets right now. And I have actually been bolstering this position because it's been doing so well. Now, this is a test that I'm doing myself. I'm not telling you guys to go and do this yourselves. You guys should do research, all right? But as we speak, look at this. The open trade right now, $1,600 in the profit. And we can see yesterday closed the position at $5,800 in the profit and a few other positions here over time. So it's looking good to me. Quantoshi is an algorithm. So we are basically copying an algorithm that has been created by Quantoshi. So go and do your own research into this. I think it's a very exciting thing for me, at least, to be trying to hedge my bets against my own trading portfolio because I want a different opportunity other than me trading, other than my long-term bag. So this is what I'm testing out. If you guys want to copy this same copy trader, you need to follow the links in my description, and you also need to sign up using my link. If you've already signed up to Blowfin, you can also fill out the form so you guys can then copy the same thing. But please do your research. We can't guarantee what will happen next. And I'm not telling you that this is a guaranteed anything. I'm telling you I'm testing out the strategy and it's working so far for me. So with that said, the links are in the description. I'll catch you hopefully in the next video or maybe the next live stream. Let me know if you want to see down there. And guys, we're getting so close to 20,000 subscribers. Help me out, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.